This podcast is proudly produced by Bowtie Media.
Hello and welcome to By Appointment Only. I'm your host, Brooke Jesberg, and this is my podcast series where I invite some of my personal clients and special guests to come into my salon, enjoy some treatments, and catch up on what's happening in their world. So pour yourself a cheeky glass, ladies, and feel free to eavesdrop in all our goss. How does she do it? We get fast and fashion forward with the sensible but sassy Sarah Timmerman, the creator and founder of Beginning Boutique. Welcome, Sarah. Sarah, welcome. Welcome to my humble podcast, By Appointment Only.
Yeah.
Sarah Timmerman is the boss and owner of Beginning Boutique.
That's right.
So,
this is the best podcast setup ever.
Thank you. Most people love it, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't had any complaints so far, so feel free to give me your honest opinion, guys. So, Sarah, 2008,
Yep,
it all started,
it did.
correct?
Yes, definitely.
Give me the beginning.
Yeah,
of
so
boutique.
I actually wanted to be on James Street.
Yeah.
I thought that I would be in the beauty industry, and my company name is actually Renew Body and Soul, but it just didn't happen. It didn't work out the way it was supposed to. We were going to do entomology, that sort of thing, like those sorts of treatments. Yep.
Wow.
And anyway, long story short, when I was in Paris for my 21st, I went to this incredible store called Colette, and it's not like the Colette that's here.
Yeah.
You walk in and the staff were just amazing and friendly and nice and helpful. And I just thought we didn't have that in Brisbane because James Street was so snobby. You just felt like you didn't belong in stores. So I wanted to create a shopping experience that people loved going to.
Lovely.
And there was no shops available on James Street. So unfortunately, I had to go online. I say unfortunately, but thank God I went online.
Yeah.
So
you pretty much hit the big time just before it went big time, didn't you?
Well,
like you sort of had one foot in already. Not many people would have been able to be in that position you are, or thought of that being in that position.
Yeah. A friend
well done.
suggested to me, so that was really, amazing that she did, because at that time no one really understood online shopping, and they thought that it was just an eBay store, and I was like, no, it's a standalone store. We're like a store that you would shop at in real life, but we're online.
It's almost like a whisper in the breeze, isn't it, about online back then? Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Yes.
It's taken off.
Yeah.
And it has taken off. And anyone who's thinking of getting online, good luck.
Yeah,
It's a shark pit now, isn't it?
Yes.
So 10 years has gone by since that. Did you ever thought that online would be as big as it is now?
Definitely, because I could see ASOS,
Wow.
I could see all of those stores, and I thought that, it has to come to Australia. It has to be here. So, why not be a part of it?
And you're a busy mum of one, soon to be,
and a half.
And I'm going to announce it too. Wow.
Yes.
Well done.
Comparing notes about boys, which was good.
Happily married as well.
Yep.
Successful business. How do you do it all?
I mean, really, nobody does it all. And I think that's probably the truth of it. I mean, I do have a really incredible husband in terms of, he was a stay-at-home dad. He really helped with Finn. He's always supported me with Beginning. When I didn't take a wage, he supported us completely.
Well, he believed in you, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he was amazing. So I think that really makes a big difference. Like if your partner believes in you, then it makes a world of difference. But yeah, I guess there's nobody does it all, and everyone has good days and bad days.
Well said. I find women can't have it all, or if they tend to have it on paper, have it all, something gives. Something sacrificed.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
anything
100%.
sacrificed in your story?
Because I started the business when I was 21, when all of my girlfriends were out at Fridays having the best time drinking, I worked from home, and when you don't have a wage, you're not going to go spend your money on drinking every weekend. So it was a completely different 20s than my friends. Of course, like, we had fun and things like that, but there were definite sacrifices. Like, we've always lived an awesome life. We've just been able to do it on much less money than most people at the start. So I think the sacrifices, you have to know, for your goals, you have to know what the hell you're willing to sacrifice to get there, because you will have to make sacrifices.
Wow. So you did. You dropped out on the face of the earth with your social life.
Yeah.
Drinking at home rather than going out and drinking.
Yeah.
You're one of the smart ones.
Oh,
well done. Wow.
Just got less stories.
10 years to the future right now.
Yep.
What is your guilty pleasures?
Oh, so many. I love when a good Netflix series comes on. Like, it is like the highlight of my week when Brooklyn Nine-Nine has a new episode.
How good is it? It's so good. I love it.
Love a good like chocolate. And too much, like I'm not just a square kind of person, like always too much.
You're all or nothing.
Love like just being in pajamas all day
nice.
on a Saturday. Like take Finn out because he needs exercise, otherwise he's going to go nuts. But
in your pajamas?
Not in my pajamas. I live in West End, I could do that.
Well, you could just follow Victoria Beckham and make your own line.
Oh, yeah.
You know, casual... I wouldn't call it lingerie. I'd call it outside PJs. She's bringing it back, isn't she?
She would bring anything back, though.
Do you agree on that?
You have got to be super skinny and super well manicured to pull that look off, because if you are not, it is pajamas, no matter what anyone says.
So no flannies?
Probs not.
Okay. No onesies?
No, unfortunately not.
Speaking of onesies in another form, not that form that you may think of, what are your thoughts on this? The T-shirt into a bodysuit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like...
Just... I'm telling you, I'm not seeing enough of it.
Oh, really?
You need to come up with it more.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to let you have that.
Yeah, we do a lot of bodysuits, but they're not really...
T-shirts?
No.
How many people tuck in their T-shirts and high-waisted jeans?
That is true.
And the bloody thing's bulging out here.
Yeah.
And speaking of entomology...
Yeah,
like
you don't want all the bulges,
Exactly.
I think we do where our market is like more into wearing festival bodysuits and bodysuits.
Come on, there's a market there. Can you do it?
I don't know if our 18 to 24-year-old girls are into it.
Oh, my God. Well, your 30 to 35-year-olds
I know, yeah, they would
sort
be.
of in that bracket still.
Oh, you are. Aren't you in the 25 to 30-year-old bracket?
I should be paying you. Seriously. Wait, I am I? Anyway.
Yeah, we just try to stay really true to our customer with our product, because otherwise it's just a little bit of a Sarah fest. What does Sarah want to wear this week? Nobody cares.
So 2008, it all started. You opened, launched. How was that first year?
It was terrible. So it was 2008 and the GFC was just about to hit.
Oh, shit. Yes, it did too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were selling designer clothes because I really wanted beginning to be a starting place for up-and-coming designers.
Yeah.
But nobody cares about that when they don't have any disposable income anymore. So we had to really quickly pivot. Also, our first website was terrible. It was down 50% of the year. It was way too expensive. We paid like $50,000 for that website, and I've never paid so much in my life for a website, that's even money, now, it is a lot of money to come up with and to front up for something that doesn't work. So what ended up happening was we didn't even break even till year 4, and that only happened after I got a pop-up shop at South Bank, and I worked all of it because we couldn't afford to pay staff, and saved up enough money to build a new website and do a photo shoot, and then that's when everything sort of turned around.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it took you 4 years to break even.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people should be, learning from this, that it's not as easy as you think, is it?
No.
So basically what you're saying is don't give up.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And put your all in.
Well,
you got to be there, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And I think even as business gets older, which I'm sure you would appreciate as well, being the owner or the founder, it really, sometimes you see things that other people don't. And even when you don't have the experience, say that CFO or that person that has the right words you'll know that something's wrong or right with the situation. And I think trusting your gut is so important, because I've been talked out of trusting my gut so many times by people who can speak more eloquently than I can, if that makes sense.
So have I. I think we've all been there.
Or lost money due to that. So, how depressing. We need to talk about something happy on this podcast.
You need those people when you go to the casino one night, don't you think? They're going to talk you out of it.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. But we always just do. We went to Vegas a couple of years ago, and we'll take $50 in, and that's all you get to play with.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Sensible. You're a sensible Sarah.
Yes, I am that is the mod. That's like name of this podcast. Brooklyn Beauty Bar with Sensible Sarah.
Do you think people perceive you as someone else in what you do?
I don't
do they
know.
have this persona about you that they think that they know you, but they're pleasantly or disappointedly surprised that you're nothing like what they thought?
There was some girls on Friday night that were telling me that they did. She was telling me that her friends at uni thought that I was potentially like a Devil Wears Prada situation.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I wish I was, but I'm just not, unfortunately.
Why do you think they thought that?
Fashion. Yeah. I'm just going to go with fashion.
Tell me more about fashion, the industry.
Yeah.
Do you find it's a bit of a shark pit industry?
For me personally, I think there's room for everyone. And I think that everyone can have a go. So I've never had a problem with anyone at all, ever. But I know for a fact that people have definitely had problems the other way around. So I don't know. I mean, it's all what you think about, isn't it? And I try to be careful to not think negatively. Have you read the book Thrive?
No, I haven't.
It is well worth a read.
Why should I read it?
Well, it depends on, about the having it all situation.
Yep.
Thrive really talks about how success is so much more than your profitability, your income, how traditional success is measured. And it talks about in a very practical way adding dimension to your life that just brings happiness. And I think that's probably the biggest thing as you get older. Sometimes it can be a bit like, oh my God, am I just going to work again? And, then I'm going to make dinner for Finn, bath Finn, do this. Like, how it becomes a real routine. And so for me, that was like coming back to this competitor and way you think, that sort of thing. It was great. It was really good.
So your husband?
Yes.
Is involved in the business?
Yes, now he is, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you love it?
So at first, when he first started, because he used to go to work.
I want all the truth.
When he used to go to work, it was, I'd have my alone time at home because he's a Boilermaker. So I'd be at home, I'd make my own breakfast, have space. And now we do everything together. And at the start, I tried to make it work like a traditional, as his manager, which never works. It could so now I do not manage Martin. He just tells me what's going on and tells me very briefly what's going on as opposed to trying to manage them.
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
I do. So describe your fashion sense for your business.
Well, we focus on festival dresses and swim, and it's all very young, 18 to 24-year-old girls. So I don't very often wear clothes from work, especially not how we style them. So
I was just going to say, the older you get, the more do you feel that you're getting out of touch? And so you have to rely upon your younger employees.
The more I have to
give you
stalk
the juice on what's
Instagram.
in, what's out.
Yes. Yeah, but it's all on Instagram really, isn't it?
I've just got images of you in your flannies, stalking the internet.
Oh, yeah, that's a good...
While you're having a wine.
Yep.
Okay.
Watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine at the same time.
In, out. Love it. Thoughts on neon?
Oh, yes, it did very well for us. But for me personally, I'm not wearing neon. But it did do extremely well for festivals. And Tammy just released neon on the Sasky collection.
Wow.
I'm not wearing neon.
No. You're keeping it chic, baby. You're keeping it safe. Safe Sarah.
As
sensible
Brooke
and safe Sarah.
And Brooke just wiped peanut butter off my shoulder before from
real.
Finn.
She's real.
This morning.
She's a yummy mummy. Nothing wrong with a bit of peanut butter, mate. That's for later. Now, I haven't even asked you what you would like on your nails. What are you feeling? I go with what you're feeling. Do you feel in a subdued sort of mood, or are you in a bright, or you just want to keep it really nudie? Colour-wise?
Colour-wise? Normally I go... Actually, I did do a neon nail once last year, and I did really like that.
Did you?
Yes, I loved that.
Do you want to do it?
Oh.
Do you want to do a coral neon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Match your lippy?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah? You're living dangerously.
I am. I'm excited.
The sensible's gone out the window.
Yeah, I know, right?
Done.
It's a bit wrinkly.
West End?
Yep.
Where you're based?
Yep.
Would you consider moving? internationally or nationally, I should say?
Well,